All right, so hello everybody. We are a little bit late. Just a little bit though, not too much. Just let me notify the guests that I am on. Had just a little bit of an interesting evening. Awesome. There is Beata. There is Beata. Hi, Beata. Let me invite you to be part of this live. Can you close the door, please? Or just go quickly. Go quickly. All right. Hi, Mark. Hi, Beata.
Hi guys, hi you.
Good evening. What time is it where you are?
It is 7:39.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, 1 hour ahead, I guess.
We're ahead? Yes, we're ahead. I'm still trying to get my bearings where that's concerned. We're an
Okay.
hour ahead, yes.
Oh, you're behind. You're behind.
Are we behind or ahead?
Yeah.
We're ahead because you guys are 8:39, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are ahead. Awesome sauce. So I'm here finally. How are you both?
Great.
We're good. Very
Awesome.
good.
Awesome.
How are
Awesome.
you doing?
I'm
Big
doing
move.
great, thanks. Pardon?
Big moves.
Yes. I guess I've been used to that my whole life.
Good for you, I think.
I've been doing this my whole life. Just
So you move down. Is it permanent or for a short time?
so the first time ever I did a move like this, I was 1. My parents moved from Jamaica to Canada when I was 1. I was 3 years old when we moved back from Canada to Jamaica. Right? I remember then being in the neighborhood where my grandparents were, maybe a year or 2 down there. And then we hopped over to another city in Jamaica. And then later on, I moved to Canada. Right? Now I'm in Jamaica. That's what I'll say. That's as much as I'll say. Now I'm in Jamaica. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. But I've been used to lots of moves my whole life, as you can tell from what I just said. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. So what's the topic of tonight?
Budgeting.
Okay. So we're going to talk about people taking care of their money with their budgets.
So I thought it's a very good topic for, especially now when the inflation is high and don't move the camera.
Right.
And yeah, so everybody complain about the prices, I think everywhere, including Jamaica. And this subject is actually international, so I think it's good for everybody.
Very, very true. Very, very true. Very, very true. I don't know how we want to start this one.
Well, so I can start. So budgeting, what is a budgeting, right? Budgeting, it's managing the money that they going in and going out in each family. This is basically what budgeting means. So especially right now when we have a problem how everything is expensive, it is a very, very, very good time to start. So the best to start is actually take the piece of paper or computer and just put it what is going in and what is going out. make all the notes, and track every single penny, every single penny. And first of all, you have to make a day, at least once a month. Let's say end of the month or beginning of the month. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Just take a day and keep doing it.
All
So then it's gonna take probably a couple months to get used to. But after that, everybody will see how they spend the money, and for sure they can notice that it's some places that you can actually save some money. You will figure out that you went 5 times to restaurants, and ask yourself question: do I really need that? Then it's another stuff, bills, the bills that we pay every month. We can check that and see if we can switch, for example, some plans, some cheaper cell phones, or TV, maybe streaming TV right now it's cheaper. So when you see the numbers, it's much more easy to find out where you can save the money. So what else? That way, when you on the end of the in a couple months, when you get used to, you can actually start saving. Another good advice, what I used to do especially when you have family, at least 2, 3, 4 people or more, do the list when you're going shopping. And do the list of what you're gonna make for dinner, and involve the kids. That's so much fun for the kids. They can learn how to plan. Planning is very good, and go with you shopping and keep track what you're buying. And that way you can teach them how to manage the money. And believe me, this is very, very good tips, because when you just go, like I went today for just milk because I forgot. Of course, I didn't buy only milk. But when you go with the list and you're buying only stuff from the list, and maybe if you make, let's say, 10, 20, $15 more, maybe that way you can buy some extra when you see something on sale. Because sometimes we just see something on sale, let's say stuff like laundry detergent, right? That we know eventually we're gonna need them, but it's now they're on sale, so we're gonna buy it for the future.
We never have sales like that in Jamaica. How do we?
Well, but
I know.
sale, like that thing, but I'm not saying about chocolate that is on sale, or pop. I'm just saying something that, like, for example, flour or anything that you use at home, right? And you buying regularly, and you know you eventually you're gonna have to buy, but right now it's on sale.
True.
Toilet paper or soap, that kind of stuff, shampoo, right? When you see it now, just get it. But you have to have this in extra money with you, right? So basically, this is the budgeting, right? And that way, you really, really can track the money and save. When you save, when you have leftover, you should have leftover, of course, then you put it aside. Of course, we're supposed to start other way around. We should put first aside and then spend. But that is very hard when you already have the family and you never did that before. So that is a good step.
And maybe even if you don't have the family, in these days, it might be tricky, right?
Yes, it might be tricky. Especially when you didn't do before, right?
Yeah, and I'm saying, like, for those people who are single, it might still be, in today's economy of things, it might still be tricky, right? Depending on what your living situation is like. I mean, My goal
No,
on
for
here,
anybody,
and I
of
love
course.
the things you're saying, is to be very, very practical, right? Because when we take up textbooks, when we take up books in general, the ideology has been put out there for decades and decades that get the good job, graduate, save for a house, and you're set. I have friends right now, you know, see, Tishana says in Jamaica, we're more likely to have buy three and get more discounted. All right. Thanks for reminding me, Tishana. I'm getting back into the groove of things. So I do need reminders like that. Amazing, amazing. All
Well,
right.
but you have to check if you really, really needs to buy three.
Well, I think I think she's talking about the same types of items that you would need anyway, fruit items. So
Okay.
you just
Yeah,
triggered. It's
that might works too. And
right, right.
but if you have to buy, let's say, I don't know, three mustard, I wouldn't buy because I wouldn't use them.
Right, you wouldn't need them. So, you know, and
I have one that is expired right now.
that's why I'm inserting here, right? The goal with Empower Her is not for people to necessarily get into the mindset of, oh my gosh, I have to now conserve, I have to cut back, cut back, cut back. It's a good thing to conserve, of course, but the
Oh, but not
psychology
now.
of things.
Not now. I wouldn't advise now consuming right now. It's we
Okay,
are about to have recession, and I
yeah,
think it's very good time to budgeting and saving as much as possible. Not freaking out because we were closed and traveling around and being crazy. No, this is not a good time. Everything will pass, and sooner or later, eventually everything will go back to like market and everything will go back to normal and inflation, but we're not gonna have money. So
so what
I
about the people who don't have money right now, who we're talking to them and realistically they just, like, we're talking about budgeting, they're like, I barely have money to do, like, what do we say to those people?
well, I would have to like I really would have to see their budget, like really, and they have to be honest with themselves because well, when we talking about people that they don't have a job and they don't have really money, they have to find a job or income, basically. They have to start with this. But
So
when we're
so
talking about the people that they never budget before,
okay,
right?
okay.
And now they complain that they don't have money. This is the people they should start right away.
Okay, so you're saying the people who have never been budgeting.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And I feel like most people these days have gotten to the point where they're doing something. I
But
feel like the trends on social media are saying that people are doing something. What do you think? No?
uh, well, maybe 50-50. 50% maybe, I would say.
Mark, you were gonna insert something, Mark? Sorry.
No, just an idea. Um, for those who really don't have money, that means they don't have an income, which is what Beata
No,
says
no,
was
no. I mean people who have an income, but it's not enough to meet even their very basic needs.
yeah, that means there is an income issue.
Right.
There is an income issue. For example, if I look at myself and I go, okay, I have my car bill, I have gas, I have food, pay for home, and the income comes in is way less than all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then now my thought is, okay, how do I get more money to make up this difference I have? And so it's, and if that person is already working a full-time job and a lot of hours, then they have to find something that they can work around their schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on the weekend, maybe in the evenings or whatever, to add more money
Or
whatever
cut
it
the
is,
bills first.
you know.
This is what I did many years ago when I divorced and see from from two income, like double incomes. I have just one income. I just first what I check, I check my bills. I
Mm.
check what I need. I cut
Okay.
off TV. I didn't need TV, right? I need a phone because phone is like a business, right? But on
Yeah.
the phone, you can actually watch some stuff. You can read the news. So I decided I don't need a TV cable
Mm.
um, because in like it was a right away I have less money, right? I didn't have a time to find job, but I have a time or job or extra income. But I could what I could do fast. It was to cut my bills, right? This is what I could do it. So this is what I would suggest for these people.
Okay.
Be
And what would you say for
rather
the people who have cut their bills and still can't afford?
well, they have to find extra income.
Yeah, that's an income issue. You gotta, and
Mm-hmm.
monthly budgeting also doesn't always go towards just, oh, I need to buy my food and stuff like it. Budgeting also is checking your what's coming in. Is saying,
Mm.
okay,
Okay.
how much
Like I said on the
do I have
beginning,
coming
right?
in?
Mm-hmm.
When
Mm-hmm.
I don't have, you can know without even sometimes writing down. Okay, that's not enough. I need either I need to change what I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
or I need to add to what I'm doing, right? So if somebody says I'm doing 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day already,
Mm-hmm.
can they maybe where they're working they can get a promotion possibly, or they can take that skill that they already have and transfer it somewhere else and get a better income. And sometimes what most people don't do, they don't look. They're in a position where things are tough and they're not thinking outside the box. Like, wait a minute, I'm very
Mm.
skillful at my job, and there are better works out there for me instead of staying at this company and
Mm.
getting overworked and underpaid. There's a better position of somewhere. So if I start looking, sometime when you start looking, things will show up. And that's when you find stuff like, oh, that's a great idea. Let me check it out. And you find out, oh, I can do that. They're providing training. I can learn really quick, and they're paying a lot more to start than I'm getting paid right now at my job.
Mm-hmm.
That's something they can do, and they can transition that way. Or, start a little side business, side hustle,
Everybody,
Hello.
everybody has,
Hello. Right?
everybody
Hello.
has internet in the phone, right?
Say that again.
Every, everybody has internet in the phone. They can start, like Mark mentioned, side business. They can, I don't know, it's a lot of opportunity right now when you have internet.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's prioritizing your stuff too. Needs versus wants, and and it's not always and our culture. We like to spend big and buy the brand name and the fancy things, but you gotta sometimes stay away from that for a little bit at least.
Mm-hmm.
Build your finances up first before you can do that. Before you can go out and spend and splash and buy Louis Vuitton all and things first. They want to make Louis rich and you broke, right? So you have to get your stuff together first, and then prioritize your money. Because most people when times are good, they don't think about it until times are bad. So when times are good and you're making good money and things are coming in, you're partying every day. You
Mm-hmm.
never thought, ooh, maybe sometime in the future, this I should be putting some away. And so
Mm-hmm.
this is something that Beth and I was talking about yesterday. I think she did one of her live in one of her programs about budgeting and actually having accounts specific for specific things. So because when the money is coming in, and if you pay attention to it when it's coming in, and think that one day there could be a rainy day coming, let me plan for it now. Let me build that rainy day hut right now, just in case. And then when it happens, you're like, okay, I prepared myself for it. I may have gotten laid off. Oh, I prepared myself for it. I got 2-3 months of income put aside. I can go look for a job I want. Or my car broke down. I have the emergency fund put aside, my car money just in case. I can fix it real quick and get back to work. Anything could happen out of the blue. So emergency funds is something that you should have, because I guarantee a lot of us way before the pandemic hit and inflation started, money was coming in pretty good, and then things got really rocky, and then we're like,
But
oh,
I want to challenge that.
you
I
know,
want to challenge that because I was a financial consultant for a while, and I never looked at anybody's books. It was so rare that I was looking at people's books where money was good. I think this is just me. It could have been the people I was attracting too. Who knows, right? Because you're going to attract people similar to the situation that you're in. But even just talking with people, I found that a lot of people were just living hand to mouth and pretty much could barely make ends meet, right?
yeah, true.
And
Well, I cannot tell what is in Jamaica. I have no idea.
no,
But
I meant in Canada. Remember, I've
in
been living
Canada,
in Canada for 16 years.
I,
This is
I
year
know,
17.
I
So
know
I'm
for
in Canada.
sure. I know for sure when you're
Yeah.
a single mother, or like single parent,
Mm-hmm.
especially mother, yes, it's hard. It is hard, and when you didn't think, because nobody think to be a single parent, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it is very hard. But for the me, honestly, for the single person without kid in Canada, there's no possible that you would be without money. You would
Okay.
have to be lazy person, basically, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. But
Okay.
when you have a responsibility like a child, then it's not easy. Like really, I believe, especially the beginning of it and get out from it, it's
Mm-hmm.
so hard. But for the couple, this is why we keep saying, think ahead. So where you're young, accumulate a lot of asset, a lot of money. That will be easy. Like he said, have the emergency account, then have the like a short-term account, and then long-term account. If you build that when you're young, when you start this job,
Depending on the job that persons have. And I'm going to interject a little bit. I'm sorry because or maybe I'm not so sorry. One of the things that I want to highlight, right? Yes, I want to highlight that business mindset and growing that side hustle to the point where it can be your main income. Somebody just messaging me asking me about being in Jamaica, whatever. Where it can be your main income. Now, I know that in 2022, when inflation is on the rise, I could possibly come on here sounding like a crazy person, right? And it's daunting as heck. Oh, one of my business partners just sold something amazing. And that means I get paid. Awesome. So see what I'm talking about? I have several businesses, and the only reason that I could talk like that is because of the journey that I'm on, right? And you talked about lots of messages coming in. All right, we're gonna make this short. I just want to make the point about growing that business mindset, right? It's possible, especially in the middle of a pandemic. There are tools, there are I would say there are skill sets that we have, many of us that are hidden, that we can easily monetize. Those who are in my network, I've been talking about some things that are coming to fruition. Those on the inside know a little bit more. Beata, you might have an idea, right? We are doing the things that are going to be able to bring in income. Now, all this talks, all this thinking, I've been doing this for a long time, right? And so what I'm doing is encouraging other women, encouraging other people to also grow their business mindset, right? So if you have a 9 to 5 that's not cutting it, because that's the reality for many people. Like, I'm in Empower Her, and most of the conversations I have with people are about money. Like, it just comes out, whether Jamaica or Canada. People don't have enough, whether they're in a relationship, whether they're single, people are struggling, right? So grow the business mindset. I've had people saying, oh my gosh, they're in relationships, the husband is leaving, da 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 da. 9 times out of 10, I could be wrong too. Oftentimes I believe that finances could be a part of the issue, right? Because we need to do everything that we can to bring more money in, right? I have tools on my website, not Empower Her's website. I have budgeting tools. Beata talked about budgeting. I have a goal setting tool, right? Those who are in businesses that are close to me, you have the opportunity for me to sit with you and go through those goal setting tools with a fine tooth comb to help you to grow those goals. You write them down, and voila, the universe starts to deliver. You attract opportunities to be able to grow your income, right? It doesn't happen overnight. It's not always an easy cookie cutter situation, but it is possible, right? So I got my 2 pence in. Now I can be quiet and listen.
That was more like 5 cents. No, it's
Maybe, eh?
true. Whatever it is that you can do, you never know what you can do until you try.
Yeah.
You never know what you can do until you try. So, and sometimes difficult situations push you to try, and that's what it takes. If that's what it takes, even if you have a job that you like, if you're not the one that signs the check, you don't decide. You decide whether you'll get fired or not, or
All
later.
right. Now we're talking.
So even if you have a job you like, work your job, add more money. You will never be in a situation where you say, I have too much money. That will not be a thought, I don't think. I guess I have too much. I gotta stop making so much money. That's not a thought. So it's, even if you have a job you like, always have a plan B. Always have a backup. Grant Cardone says all the time, he says, leverage your Grant Cardone.
Oh, okay.
He says, leverage your main job. He's into stick with your main job till your side job can replace your main job. And even if it doesn't, keep working both of them till you build your finances where your life is better than it was before.
Right.
That's
so
either
would you
way.
say multiple streams of income, or would you say, I don't like the term
Multiple.
plan B? I don't know if it's just me.
Multiple.
I don't like plan B. I like more than one option, because maybe it's
Have the whole alphabet if you want. Have plan B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z. Have all
multiple, right?
Multiple source of income where you can, you're making more money over here. In the evenings, you make money over here, or the weekends, you make money over here. And like I say, it's never going to be a thing where, too much money is going to start hurting you. You know what I mean? So
I love it.
if you got too much for yourself, help somebody with it. I don't know, whatever. Right? But that's pretty much, how we think of things. There's always a way.
Yeah, I think so too.
Indeed. And for those who are listening and who want more, if you're not a part of our tight network, there's a book, Think and Grow Rich. I think I've shared that on social media before somewhere. It's an amazing, amazing book. One of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites. Yeah. Have we fed our audience enough? What time is it? 8:06. So we've done about half an hour.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we get
well, on that, what I can say, just I really, really advise everybody to do budgeting.
Yes.
Track it.
Good point.
Track it.
Good point. Good point. All right. So if you're looking for a budgeting tool, guys, hop onto my website. It's pretty affordable, under $30 Canadian, or just about there, to get a budgeting tool, right? So that you can streamline what you're doing and have that all the time, all the time, all the time. There's, it's not just your regular budgeting tool. There's a tip in there that I learned from, let's say, out in the streets. So, you know, you want to go on there and grab that tool. It's going to give you a leg up in the, you know, in the marketplace in terms of your finances.
Okay.
All right.
And also, before we go, one quick thing, like if you're back, you know, like we say, backyard, you know, if you got, you know, connections over there, who got connections over here, you know, pass the word, let them know we're here. We do complimentary consultations. We educate, you know, we teach, and our goal is to help. So while you're over there having fun in the sun, you know, let them know we're over here as well. You know, we can, you know, back and forth.
All right, awesome. Perhaps we're going to start up our membership program pretty soon, and we'll be having you guys on there as well, which will be an amazing, amazing way to connect with people a little bit more intimately, right? To let them know what you do and to get you to help them to help the persons that they know. Question for you. Can you do consultations for people in America as well, or is it just Canada?
We can consult, but we stick to Canada because that's where our license is.
We can consult, but we cannot do business.
Okay.
So we would have to refer to somebody in the US.
Do you have team members in the US or no? Because I know when I was a consultant, sometimes.
For now, no, but it would be great to have it.
Yeah, we can, there is a way to do it. It's a daunting way to do it. It is easier to spread ourselves out across Canada than it is to the US.
Right.
There is a way to do it, but it takes some you know, some hoops and ladders and stuff to go through to do it, but it's possible.
Okay, awesome sauce. Perfect.
Yeah, because our company is there too, so.
Right. Okay. All right. As per usual, I cannot say thank you enough to you both. Just to say, well, we don't necessarily have somebody up for the position yet, but in the next couple of weeks, I am looking to hand over the hosting to somebody else. As we get other persons around us accustomed to showing their face on this live as well. I feel like you have all seen my face enough. We're graced
Never
with...
enough, my dear.
Pardon?
Never enough.
Oh no. We want to get other women. We want to get other females comfortable and in their element in terms of just sharing. Yeah, so that's the goal, really. You know, it's not to this platform is not mine. It's not for me. It was never created for me, and I have to be clear about that. I'm not a small thinker. The intention was never to stay small. We've been doing a couple of things, and we will continue to grow. I will continue to pass the baton on to other females. And just super, super grateful for you both, Mark and Beata. Looking forward to seeing greater things manifest in both your lives, you know, through your businesses and otherwise.
No,
right?
We got to thank you as well for the opportunity to give our 2 cents, like you say. Hopefully somebody gets something good out of it and it helps them going forward.
Yeah.
As long as we can help, we're happy to do so.
Amazing. I have a little nugget to forward to you both. I'll do that right after the live. Thank you again. Appreciate you both. Love ya.
Bye-bye.
Work
Take
hard
care,
over
man.
here in the sun. You said have
Yeah.
fun in the sun, but I'm also working hard. You guys.
Don't get too much sun.
Okay, I'll try not to. You guys try not to get too much sun either. Oh, but I saw you guys having fun at the beach. When was it? This weekend? Last weekend? I don't know.
Yes,
I peeked
we
my
did.
social media and saw you at the beach. I'm like, whoa, they're having fun. Really look.
Well, you can always do it cheap too.
Yes, that's what I thought.
The weather is short. The hot weather is short here, as you know. So you got to get as much of it as you can while it's here.
Yeah, there's a lot of places here around that it's very not very long trip, and you can enjoy one day over there. So it's great.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you so much to our guests. I see on here, the universe is my canvas. Big up, bro. You've been following me, following us for so long, supporting. We appreciate you. The real Trisha Campbell, big up yourself, lady. Durham, FCC, amazing Tashana. Thank you so much, guys, for joining tonight. Blessings. Have a great rest of the week.
Everybody be good. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I have no idea.